How smart are you? Brain exercises. Riddles to test your brain power. 25 riddles that make you think outside the box. Let's get our brains moving. Here's a fresh set of riddles to help you sharpen your critical thinking and logic skills. Let's get going. Number 1. How many apples are on a maple tree if 5 apples grow on each limb and the tree has 8 branches? Okay, this is a simple one. Maple trees don't produce apples. The next one will be more difficult to prepare for. Number 2. Are there towns devoid of houses, forests devoid of trees, and rivers devoid of water? This is also a simple task. It's on a map, isn't it? The teacher stated. Number 3. Who is the person in front of whom everyone takes their hat off? Someone should know the answer right away, most likely because he loves bright side riddles. Can you figure it out? Of course, it's a hairstylist. Unless, of course, you want a really strange haircut. Number 4. Fanny shared a home with her stepmother and 3 evil stepsisters. Her desire was to attend her favorite influencer's New Year's Eve party, but Ruth, her stepmother, was a jerk. She stated Fanny could only go if she did all Ruth's requests for her. Ruth requested that Fanny bring her some water, but all she got was a colander to take it in. How is Fanny going to pull it off? Fanny must freeze some water and strain it through the colander. It's still technically true. Number 5. It's time to find the ideal outfit. Fanny has 3 dresses, 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 green. What kind of outfit should Fanny put on? In less than 10 seconds, find the best one. Well, Fanny should wear the red dress because the blue garment's button is going to fall off, and one of her stepsisters spilled paint on the green one. Which of her stepsisters splattered paint over her dress? All 3 stepsisters are vicious. Fanny snuck into their bedroom. 3 beds for 3 sisters to explore. Bella is the oldest, Stella in the middle, and Ella is the youngest. Fanny only has a few seconds to save her dress. Can you figure out who ruined it? Stella is the culprit. A can of paint may be found lying under her bed. Number 6. There is one thing that every single person on the planet does at the same time. What exactly is it? The answer is that they advance in age. Number 7. It has no wings, no eyes, but it can fly and cry. What exactly is it? The answer is a cloud, as the name implies. Number 8. With your eyes closed, what can you see? The answer is a fantasy. Enough with the simple, quick puzzles. Let's have a look at some of the more difficult ones once more. Number 9. Emily and Mary are getting ready for a night out by applying their makeup. Their tastes are strikingly similar. Their phones, lipsticks, and clothing are all identical. So which of them has the priciest items? Mary is the one you're looking for. If you look closely at Emily's dress, you can tell it's a knockoff. Number 10. Jeff wrapped a ribbon around a cherry tree in his grandfather's garden when he was 25 years old. He came back 10 years later to observe how much higher the ribbon had risen. How much higher would the ribbon be if the tree grew an inch per year? It wouldn't have moved at all, because trees grow from the top down and their trunks become wider. Number 11. A green apple costs $1. A red one will set you back at $2, while a blue one will set you back $3. What kind of apples did he buy? And how many of them did he buy? Victor bought a green and a red apple. Knowing that he could only spend $3, he bought the green one with a $1 bill and the red one with a $2 bill. He could have bought the blue one using the same 2 bills, but blue apples don't exist. Gotcha. Number 13. Two houses have caught fire. Steve owns one of these. He works as an accountant, whereas the other one is a lavish mansion owned by James, a professional basketball star. Which fire should the cops extinguish first? The fire service is in charge of putting out flames, not the cops. Number 14. Two persons approach a wide river. There was only one boat, which was quite old and battered. Although the boat can only carry one person at a time, both people made it across the river. What gives? Only one person needed a boat because one of the people was already on the other side of the river. Number 15. In the countryside, three pals fell asleep under a tree. Someone came by and painted mustaches on their faces while they were sleeping. When the friends first awoke, they began to laugh, but then abruptly stopped. Why did this happen? They thought the mustaches on their friends' faces amusing at first. But then they noticed that their friends were laughing as well, and noticed that they too had mustaches on their faces. Alice was in the middle of a dark jungle. She happened to come across an old cabin and wondered if it was home to a witch. She wanted to snoop around and see if she could get away with it, but the door was shut. However, there was a message on the gate with a secret code, which you must decode. Magic is the answer. Number 17. The presence of 3 stars before karma indicates that the first 3 letters must be removed. 2 stars following a GIF indicates that you must remove the last 2 letters from the code, while the 3 stars indicate that you must remove the last 3 letters from the code. Number 18. Tilda is a major cat lover who lives in a 1-story house decorated with a cat garden statue, a cat rug, cat wallpaper, cat cushion, and over 100 cat fridge magnets. Oh, and which of her 25 cats is depicted on the painting upstairs? She lives in a 1-story house, thus there are no cat paintings on the 2nd floor. Number 19. Ashton is constantly taking and making bets. He meets up with old pals and makes new ones. He recently issued a challenge. He claimed he could simply climb into a bottle in the middle of a room. This time, Ashton's buddies were confident that they would triumph, even though it would seem impossible. Ashton won the bet once more. How did he manage to do it? He claimed that if he put a bottle in the room, he could climb into it. So he hid a bottle in the middle of the room and crept in. Number 20. You are in possession of 2 ropes. The rope will burn for 60 minutes if you burn both sides of it. What is the best way to calculate 45 minutes? If you have these 2 ropes and a box of matches, you must simultaneously burn one of the ropes from both sides. You start a fire on the 2nd rope as well, but only from one side, such that the first rope burns down, the 2nd rope still has 30 minutes to burn. Now you must light the 2nd end of the rope. It will burn 2 times faster, and both ropes will be consumed in 45 minutes. Number 21. You've stumbled onto a photo gallery. After taking a closer look at the wall, you notice that one of the photographs isn't quite right. Number 22. A raccoon, a llama, a football, and a balloon appear. Can you figure out which one is the outlier? You've got 7 seconds to make a guess. It's a llama, of course. The name of the 3 other things have 2 double letters, whereas llama only has 1. Number 23. Gabrielle prepared a lovely meal for her companions. When everyone was seated at the table, she realized one of them didn't enjoy the meal. Who did it happen to be? It was Peter, because he shared it with Gabriella's dog in secret. Number 24. The sum of 3 and 3 equals 8. To correct this equation, simply shift 2 matches. You only have 10 seconds left. The answer is 9 minus 9 equals 0. Take a match from the plus to make the 3 into a 9, and another from the 8 to make the other 3 into a 9. Number 25. There are 5 persons in the room and 5 apples in a basket. Each person takes 1 apple, yet the basket still has only 1 apple. Why is that so? The last individual was the one who snatched both the apple and the basket. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I hope you found it entertaining. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and set on post notifications to get more.